Why, hello there. I'm 8 and welcome to a Star Wars Starship tier list that I found. I am a massive nerd. Let's be real for a minute. And as soon as I thought of doing this idea, I rushed literally to my computer to record it. But one of the best things about Star Wars are the starfighters. I can't help it, you know. But I'm gonna try to rank these not just based on my own opinions, but a little bit more objectively on the design of the individual models. I think that's a way to balance my own biases. But let's get started with the. Also, I don't know I should say I don't know all of the ship names. I will fully admit that one. So excuse me for that one. But let's get started with the TIE Advanced. Okay. I mean, I love the TIE Fighters. They're all probably going very high. I think these might be a little bit better than the normal TIE Fighters. Maybe. But I think some of its, silhouette is... They're still very recognizable. All of the, at least the good ones from, the prequels and original trilogy, all of them have, very distinct silhouettes, and you can recognize them from that alone. I think this one is a little busier than some of the other ones. It's still very, very clear, so I've got to knock it points just for being a little bit too busy, though. So I think A tier. A tier. Uh, the A-Wings. I like the A-Wings. Okay. They're a little, basic, in, shape and everything. And I don't think they stick out as well as maybe your TIE Fighters or your X-Wings. I think they're very solid. They're very recognizable from, silhouette. They could get kind of confused with some of the other ships. It does boast a very, basic plan, body plan. I do like them. I think B or C. Maybe low B. I think low B is fair. This is not a great picture. I believe these are, the B-Wings, maybe? I kind of hate these, honestly, and I think they might be the first F. I don't think there's going to be many Fs. I think a lot of these are very well designed, personally. I don't know what this is, but I know I don't like it. It's fine. It's another one that is, a very boring silhouette. I don't think it's the most egregious one on here. I just think it's kind of boring. So, E tier? I think that's fair. I'm trying to place this one. What's this from? I've definitely seen it before. Is it Starkiller's ship? I'll correct myself and it'll be on screen. Magic of editing and all that nonsense. I think it's fine. I don't think it's top tier design. Very basic body plan, and it's kind of got a little bit more extra with these little winky things here that do make it pop out some of the other delta shaped ships. Or I would say maybe D or C. I could be happy with either one of those. I think D. I think these are droid command ships or something like that. I'm not huge on them personally. I think they're fine. They have a very unique silhouette compared to the rest of them. They kind of feel more of a in the episode 1. They do feel more of a Death Star stand-in than anything else. I think that kind of makes them a little bit more dull. Because I do not like that part of the movie at all. I hate it when movies reference themselves. It's so annoying. Yeah, I can't justify putting this in anything but F. You know what? No. E. There are worse things on this list than that. Alright, the Millennium fucking Falcon. This one's a fucking classic. Come on. How could this be anything but A or B? I don't think it's an S. It's kind of ugly. I mean, I think that's kind of the point. It's very iconic, and it definitely, if you see that silhouette, you know what the fuck it is. It's very well designed in that regard. Yeah, I think Maybe a little. I think A is fair. I think A is perfectly fair. I don't know what this thing is. This is another one of those things where I don't know what it is, and I know I don't like it. I think this might be one of the worst ones on the list. Like, look at this is a fucking kite. It's nothing. It's nothing. If you see like this, you don't know. If you see the silhouette, you don't know what it is. And a lot of these like are carried by their silhouette. This one's another F. This one has to be another F. It's worse than the yeah, it's worse than the B wing, if that is a B wing. Again, magic of editing. Clone dropships. I think they're fine. I've definitely learned to appreciate. I hated them when I was younger, like, but I think they're fine. I don't think they're the best thing on this list. I don't think they're the worst. I think they're average C tier. Like they're cool and all, but not the most iconic ship or the coolest ship. Okay, I don't know what these are called. I think they might be TIE interceptors, maybe. But this one's really good. This one takes like the like iconic shape of a like TIE fighter, and then gives it a like slightly better silhouette than like the TIE Advanced. I think this one might be like first S tier. Perfectly honest. But do I think it's a better design than the T1? Okay, honestly, I don't. I don't think it's any better than the T1. I honestly think the T1 might be a little bit better. Either one, I think they're both good. I think this one has like a better silhouette though. It's definitely not as iconic. Like this one could easily kind of get passed over. So I think I'm gonna flip those two. Yeah, I'm gonna flip them. I think this one's just way more iconic, and this one definitely has the better silhouette. Like you can tell what it is. If you just like completely blacked out the image and put it on a white background, you would still know what that is. Ooh, okay, the Jedi Interceptors are my favorite ship in the entirety of Star Wars, and I don't give a fuck. This one's going in S tier. They have such a good like fucking design. It has like a little bit of like TIE Fighter in it. But yeah, like good. Like I like the canopy. I like everything about the ship. It's probably my favorite one. I don't know what the fuck this is. It's mediocre. Goes in D. Okay, this one is the worst thing on the list, I think. This one might be the worst thing on the list. Terrible silhouette. Like, it's very hard to see. Like, a lot of these have. A lot of the, like, Star Wars ships are white or gray. There's a good reason for that, because you can see it on, like, in, like, space. Because all their backgrounds are in space. This one's probably from the, like, prequel or the sequel series. The design of that movie is pretty weak compared to the original trilogy and prequels. This one's another F. I also don't know what this one is. I wish these had names with them. I think it's fine, you know. Decent silhouette. It's another like triangle, but I think this one's also a C. Like I don't hate it. I think they're kind of cool, but they're just fine, you know. Okay, Naboo starfighters. These are another one of my favorite ones. Like I think like good silhouette, you know it immediately by looking at it. It does a good job of representing the planet it's from too in the like story wise, because this looks like very watercrafty, and you know Naboo is primarily a water planet or water swampy, whatever. If not A tier, if not S tier, then A tier definitely. It's so iconic now too. I think it has to be S tier, right? One I like Padme's like cruisers. I think they kind of have some of the same design philosophy as like the N1, which is cool. I love the design philosophy of especially the prequels. They feel more like everything feels more like they're individualized and like specific to that planet, and it's really a cool little design element from each of those movies. I don't think this is as good as the N1. I think it's another B. think it's another B. This is like the med ship from Empire Strikes Back. It's fine. It's not. It's not a great design. Like, it still stands out. I mean, there's like hundreds of ships in Star Wars. Some of them are not going to be great. I think another C. I don't think it's one of the worst ones on the list, but I've never seen this. It looks like a Lambda, but I've never seen this one. Or is this one from the Bad Batch? I think it might be. Uh, Another D. It's fine. Actually, no. Another C. And yeah, I'm not gonna move anything. Okay, the Razor Crest. This is great. This is another one. It's not as strong as some of the other ones. This is after the Disney takeover, obviously. And the design has not been as strong since that happened. Overall, I think it's a solid design ship. It's probably the most iconic thing to come out of like Disney's like Star Wars stuff. I'm gonna go B. I think B is perfectly fair. I'm not. Okay, I don't remember what they're called, but these are like the precursors to like the X-wings. They're fine. Like, they don't. They look too much like. They look too much like X-wings. Personally, honest, to be perfectly honest, and they don't carry their own like silhouette. I kind of have to give them D. Like, they're fine. They're just too reminiscent of X-wings. They kind of like get overshadowed. Okay, this ship is just straight up ugly. I do not like this thing. F or E. I'm fine with either. It's not as bad as the other things in F, so I'm gonna go. E. Republic Star Cruiser. Okay, this one's tricky because it's definitely good. It's definitely like top tier design. Like the lowest I see it being is B. It does kind of get overshadowed by some of the like original trilogy ships, but I do think it's solid. Like also having that like pop of red on the like primarily like light gray really works. There's some yellow on there too. I've always thought they're aesthetically pleasing, to be perfectly honest, even though they're just like a Star Destroyer. I'm gonna have to go A. Yeah, I think they're A. Another one that I don't know the name of, and I can't see the picture that well. I don't really like it. F tier. Droid Command Ship. I think. Maybe they have a different name, but yeah, General Grievous and whatnot. But they're fine. Weaker silhouette, kind of like one of the weaker designs, especially from the prequels. Yeah, D. They're kind of weaker than some of the other silhouettes, like I said, and they're a little like hard to figure out what all the details are. Like, if you go to one of the Star Destroyers, you know this is like a viewing port up here, and they've got engines in the back. Like they've even got like seams, which is really cool. Like thing that I love about like the older Star Wars designs, where like all the ports are. You can even like see some of the ports on the like model. But this one's just like overall kind of weaker than that. The Lambda class, like starships, these are S tier. Like, I could kind of see maybe low S tier, like higher A. But like iconic design, very strong silhouette. They're not seen very much, but they're still like one of the like iconic original trilogy ships. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with S tier. Boba Fett ship. Definitely strong, good silhouettes. Maybe weaker than some of the other ones. Like Empire Strikes Back, they nailed every ship that's in that movie. Like everyone is, even like the background ones, like the like Cloud City, like patrol like cars, whatever you want to call them. I think they're called cloud cards, actually. They're not on this list, unfortunately. I couldn't find one with every starship. If I did, we would be here all day. It's definitely one of the stronger ones. I think. Yeah, I can't justify putting it in S. I don't think it's as strong. I mean, this one even has a color palette, so that's definitely helping. But I don't think it's as strong as some of the ones in as the ones in like S. Okay, this is another one that could easily go in S. To be honest, it's another triangle, but like a great scene in the movie, like one of the best scenes in Empire Strikes Back. It's not in there much, and it doesn't have like the best design, but it's definitely not the worst. I see it in B. It could easily go in B. I mean, come on, like that's an S tier. Like we all know Star Destroyers are S tier. Like good, like contrasting, like design. They even individually put like optic fibers in there to like portray windows on the model. And these models are fucking huge too. Like, these are so good. They're one of the best design ones. Dreadnoughts, I think they're fine. I think this one kind of loses some of the like distinct like silhouetting of the Star Destroyer. B, no. C, they're not strong enough to carry themselves. Outside of they're definitely cool, but they're not like top tier, honestly. Okay, this is another one that's very hard to tell what the fuck is going on with. I think this one's probably a sequel one. I think it's better than this one. Like you can kind of see it, but like all the backgrounds are black. Why would you make a black ship? You cannot see it in the movie. That's another F. I don't know what it's called, but it's Princess Leia's ship from the first movie. It's a little too blocky, and it does not stand out on its own. It does have some like good like little like trims and pops of color. The inside I think is more iconic than the ship itself, to be honest. D or C, maybe like one of the higher D. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, TIE bombers. I love them. They're one of my favorite TIE fighter designs, especially when you know what the fuck they are. The first time you see them, they're very confusing. I think that kind of goes against them, and I think they're probably one of the lowest ranking TIE fighters. They're definitely cool as fuck, but their design does not perfectly portray what they're used for, and although a lot of the bombers in this series are like that, like you wouldn't be able to know like a Y wing is a bomber, like just based on its design. Do I put in B? I don't want to put in B. I like these things too much. Yeah, I think probably lowest A tier. TIE Fighter's just an S tier. It's super iconic. Like it stands out. Everyone knows what the fuck a TIE Fighter is. Also a great like another one that has like really good design philosophy because it has like pipes and it's got like a little jet engine on the back. You know, this thing looks like this thing looks industrial, and you can kind of like get its general like kind of vibes. It's even got like solar panels on the like fucking wings. Like it's so well designed. It's one of the best designs in like Star Wars in general. Honestly, I would put it up higher. I eh. No, I think S tier is fine where it's at right now. I don't know what this is. It's okay. It's E tier. Droid ships. Like, they're cool and all, but they're a little busy. Like, they definitely have a distinct silhouette, which is kind of the point with all of these, but I'm gonna have to, like, put this in D. Like, I don't think it's great. Okay, C. See, I think it's better than, like, this ship specifically, like some of the ships in here. No, honestly, I didn't think this one would be that hard. Like, they're pretty good. They're not in E or F. Like, I think we're gonna swap these two because okay, this one's not great and it doesn't carry itself, but it definitely has a better design than. Well, no, it doesn't particularly have a better design than this one. I think it sits perfectly in D tier with the rest of these. Another one, I don't know what this is. They're fine. Like, I don't know what is the point? Like, they have no wings. I don't. I think this one just kind of looks a little stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what these are called. C. Like, they're fine. They can even go down to like D tier. They do have a more distinct silhouette than some of the other ones. And you kind of get the like general gist of what these things are. Buzzard droids. Okay. Like, they're definitely not S tier. Maybe not even A tier, but they're definitely up there. Yeah, maybe like middle of B is fine. All right. X-wing and Y-wing both are S tier. Actually, no. X-wing is S tier. Y-wings are A tier. I love both of them equally, and there's still some of my favorite ships in the entire franchise. I don't. Yeah, I just don't think they're. I don't think these are as iconic. They're definitely not as iconic as the X-wings are. They're definitely harder to like tell what's going on. Silhouette's good. It contrasts the backgrounds of like space and all the stuff that a good Star Wars ship should do. But I don't think they're as strong as the X-wing, so I can't like put. They're not as strong as the rest of them in S tier. All right, that actually took way longer than I thought it would be. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you think this one deserves a like, leave a like. Maybe like and subscribe. All the YouTube nonsense. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.